Welcome, everybody, here on the Red Hawk Network to our live broadcast for CVCC women's volleyball action here against USC Lancaster in Region 10 competition. Thank you all for joining us for this broadcast. My name's Cody Dalton. I'm the Sports Information Director and Public Information Officer here at CVCC. I want to thank you so much for your support of our athletics. Before we get started today, let me show a little brief video about how we are impacting the lives of student athletes here at CVCC.
It's a great experience. From the academic standpoint, you're going to have smaller classes, you're going to have more one-on-one time, you're going to have, get to know your teachers and your teachers get to know you. That's a great advantage. From an athletic standpoint, it's a family. You're doing everything with your family all the time. You go eat, you live with your teammates, you play with them, you have classes with them. My freshman year here, I only sat one game. My sophomore year, I was hurt in the first half of the season for about 20 games, but after that I sat one game. My 4-year school, from that experience that I got from my baseball here at CVCC, I only sat one game in 2 years. So, this is going to prepare you.
I could tell that they cared about me as a person and as a player. Coach Anderson did when Coach Garment came. I felt like I had the same exact thing in Coach Garment. He cared about everybody as a person, as a player, and he pushed us to our maximum ability. Pushed us to limits that we may have not thought we could have gone. Until he got us there. CVCC is a great school. I still recommend kids. It's actually a kid that I recommended that's on the team right now, Dorian Suggs. He ended up signing here for a couple other 4-year schools.
I think here they just give a lot of, or every athlete the opportunity to succeed. They connect you with the tutoring labs. They give you study hall hours, and coaches and other advisors are very particular about making sure that you get them. Really, there should be no reason that you don't succeed. They give you a lot of opportunities to do so in the classroom because that is the main goal, is to get you to be able to transfer on, not just athletically but academically as well.
Just coming here overall had a big impact in my life and where I am right now in my career. I'm the type of person that believes everything happens for a reason, and it was a reason why I came to CVCC.
I just graduated from UNC Charlotte in May, and I'm so thankful to be able to say I graduated completely debt-free, and that's due to athletic scholarship that I did not have to offer from outside or coming from high school. It wasn't until I came here and had the opportunity to play at a very high level of competition that I had that offer come up.
I remember getting our trophy and crying and all this stuff because we weren't going to play with each other anymore. And that was a lot more fun. Not so much about getting the trophy, but it was we weren't going to play with each other anymore. And I still see the guys, most of them, and it's such a great feeling. It's a family.
That's just a little bit about how we're impacting the lives of student athletes here at Catawba Valley Community College. If you want to support our student athletes, be sure to visit gocvcc.com/Hawks Heroes. It's HAWKSHEREOS. Support the lives of student athletes here at CVCC. Help them to have a affordable education and pursue athletic competition here at Catawba Valley Community College. So thank you for joining us here at the Tarlton Complex. No spectators allowed, obviously. Minimum spectators allowed here at the Tarlton Complex as we prepare for CVCC versus USC Lancaster in a Region 10 matchup. The Red Hawks are 4-0 on the season, 2-0 in Region 10 competition. Division II of Region 10. USC Lancaster comes into this match 0-6. Their last match on February the 5th, they lost 3-0 to Fayetteville Tech. The Redhawks coming off a 3-0 victory on Friday, February the 5th, when they defeated Lewisburg 3-0. The Redhawks currently ranked number 2 in the nation in Region 10 Division II play. So here we go, minute to play. Before we get started, let's introduce the starting lineups, or look at the starting lineups here for the Redhawks. Outside hitter, Asia McNeil, number 3 from Statesville, North Carolina. Amber Barker, the setter, and right side, sophomore from Gold Hill, North Carolina. Caitlin Daly, libero from Rutherfordton, North Carolina. Carter Gibson, outside hitter, a freshman from Canton, North Carolina. We got Sanaya Harris, right side, sophomore from Waxhaw, North Carolina. We have Kenya Sykes, a freshman middle hitter from Atlanta, Georgia. And Delaney Connor, a middle hitter, 6 foot from Hickory, North Carolina. So we're going to go away from the action here really quickly. 20 seconds to go here before this Region 10 matchup as we get prepared for the national anthem here at the Tarlton Complex. So thank you all again for joining us here on the Red Hawk Network. We thank you so much for your support. And good luck to our Red Hawks as we kick off yet another match here for the CVCC volleyball program. Kind of a correction, no national anthem, so we're just going to get right into the action here. Thank you all again for joining us here at the Tarlton Complex as we get ready for this Region 10 clash between two of Region 10 teams, one Division II, one Division I. We'll try to get you the starting lineups for the Lancers when they reach the court here. Lancers with a smaller roster, only 8 players. Looks like we're going to have Emily Webster, number 12, Sarah Moore, number 8, Kaylee Price, number 10, Peyton Evans, number 5, Lexi Sullivan, number 14, and I'm missing the last player's name. She has her hand in front of her face, so it's blocking her number. Redhawks with high fives as we get ready to gear up here for this Region 10 matchup on the Red Hawk Network. Looks like the last starter was Allison Floyd, but she will come out for the libero number 3, Jalea Westfield. Looks like the Lancers will serve first here in this matchup of Region 10 Division I and Region 10 Division II teams. Of course, CVCC with a very long region win streak that has started all the way back to head coach Shannon Hudson's days. Now Madison Pogue, a former player under Hudson, is the head coach. This is her first season. Already got the Redhawks out to a 4-0 start as we get ready for this. Set is up. Nice dig there from McNeil. And a good kill right off the bat there from Delaney Connor. Nice set there from Barker, who will serve 1-0 Redhawks. That ball's going to sail out. 2-0 Redhawks right out of the gate. The Redhawks try to save that one, but it will not go. I have a correction on USC Lancaster. They're actually Division II this year. This is a conference matchup between these two schools. My apologies on the mistake there. Barker's going to set it up there. Carter Gibson, nice attack. Harris to Barker. Shot blocked by a pair of Lancers there. McNeil on the back row, nice attack. Another dig there. Looks like Delaney Connor was going to try to get another kill. And there's a double. 2 touches there by the Lancers. As we're going to have a substitution for the Redhawks. Checking in is outside hitter and defensive specialist Abby Smith. She will be back to serve for CVCC. And that'll go right into the net. So 3-2 here early in this matchup between the Redhawks and the Lancers conference competition. And that ball's going to sail short. So another point for the Redhawks. 4-2 now here in set number 1. As Caitlin Daly, the NJCAA's Defensive Player of the Week last week, is back to serve. Nice touch there by the Lancers. And McNeil's going to collect the kill. So 5-2 Redhawks here early in set number 1. Daly back to serve again. That's going to sail wide. I could see that one right off of her hand. Goes a little long there and goes out of bounds. 5-3 now. 3 serving 5 for the Lancers. Barker sets it up for McNeil. That's going to go right to the net. Kenya Sykes was there at the net. There's another double. 6-3 now. Redhawks as Sanaya Harris will be back to serve. One of a few returning sophomores for the Redhawks. Barker once again to McNeil, and another kill for the sophomore from Statesville. 2 kills now for McNeil, and another assist for Barker. Good serve there by Harris. It's going to sail wide. 8-3 now. 8 serving 3. Harris in command at serve. Another good serve there by Harris. Barker to McNeil again. Nice touch there. Just missed it. And a good tap there from the Lancers, number 15. It's Allison Floyd. Going to be a substitution. CVCC, Lily Weaver going to come in for Harris, as Lexi Sullivan is back to serve for the Lancers. Barker to McNeil. McNeil saves it there. Back row attack there from Smith. Good dig by Smith. And Barker tried to flip that one, just could not get it over the net. So it's going to be Lancer serve. 8-5 now. Redhawks leading here in set number 1. Barker to Sykes. Yikes is what I would say. Goodness. Right at her. Sykes with the kill. As we have another sub. Gibson's going to come in for Smith. As McNeil's back to serve. And that ball sails just out of bounds. It's going to be 6 serving 9. And Weaver Weaver tried to save that. Gibson also tried to save that before it finally went off the hands of Daly. 9-7 now. Lancers putting up an early fight here against the number 2 team in the country. And that just goes back wide of the line. 10-7 as Sykes will be serving for CVCC. Barker's going to set it up there for Weaver. McNeil once again to Delaney Connor. It's going to be 11-7 now, CVCC. Sykes back to serve yet again. Redhawks number 2 team in the country. And just Madison Pogue's first year as head coach. That ball's going to go into the net. Point goes to the Redhawks. 12-7 now. CVCC leading in set number 1. Another nice dig there for the Lancers. Gibson to Connor. And Barker says, I'll take that. Gets a nice kill there. 13-7 now, CVCC. And that's going to be a timeout by the Lancers here early in set number 1. I'd like to congratulate our softball program today. They picked up a doubleheader sweep on the road at Fayetteville Tech, winning 9-0 in 6 innings and 11-0 in 6 innings. The Redhawks softball team actually got votes for the first time in program history this week, and actually for the first time in school history, 5 athletic teams received votes in the national poll. So great job by our athletic teams, doing a great job. Of course, our volleyball program number 2 in the nation. Women's basketball moved up to number 4 this week. Our men's basketball team did suffer a loss against the defending D3 national champion Sandhills, but they remain at number 20 in this week's poll. Our baseball program kicks off its season this weekend against USC Union. They are ranked number 19, and as I had mentioned, our softball program receiving votes. So doing great things here at Catawba Valley Community College on the athletic end and the academic end. 1,500 students just named to both the dean's and president's lists this week. So doing some great things here at Catawba Valley Community College. As we're back to action, Sykes with the serve there. Barker sets it up for Gibson. And that's going to be a kill for Carter Gibson. Gibson, the freshman outside from Canton, North Carolina, making Pisgah proud. And what a block there from Connor at the net. 15-7 CVCC. Sykes back to serve again. That's going to be the first ace for CVCC this match. Comes off the hands of Kenya Sykes. (16-7) Redhawks. Sykes with another nice serve there. As we have another block there, looks like both Barker and Connor combining. So 10-point lead now for the Redhawks. And finally, that string of points going to come to an end. Sykes checks out for the libero, Caitlin Daly. Back to serve for the Lancers is going to be number 8. That's going to be Sarah Moore. And Barker with the nice touch there. Another kill for her. Nice touch there into the center of the court. Nobody was there. Sanaya Harris going to check in for Lily Weaver as Barker is back to serve. Harris on the right side there, and she's going to get the kill. Sanaya Harris. 19-8 Redhawks. And another timeout from the Lancers. Great job by CVCC. Doing a tremendous job building an early lead here in this Region 10 matchup. So thank you all for tuning in here to the Red Hawk Network. As I've said, my name is Cody Dalton. I'm the Sports Information Director and Public Information Officer here at the college. I'm also the esports head coach. Excited about that. That's another day and another tale. Kind of want to run down CVCC here so far this season. Led offensively by Asia McNeil. She's got 46 kills on the season. This is before today's match. Carter Gibson with 24, Amber Barker with 18, and Harris with 17. So really evenly split offensively for CVCC, as Barker, the team's leader in assists, is back. McNeil attacking off the back row there. And that ball's going to sail into the net off the hands of Emily Webster. 20-8 CVCC. As I mentioned, Barker, the leading assister on this team by a sizable margin. And that ball from Sullivan nearly touched the end line, did not. So it's going to sail out. 21-8 now, CVCC. As Barker serves. That was a nice serve there. That ball's going to go into the net off the hands of Webster again. Point Redhawks 22-8. And another ball there. Kaylee Price just missed it. Lancers really close on getting a couple of points, just can't quite get that in line. And Barker's going to do the same. Just missed that serve inside, as we have a substitution for the Lancers. Paige Davis coming in for Lexi Sullivan, with Webster back to serve. Barker sets it for Gibson, and another kill there from Carter Gibson. 24-9, set point. As Abby Smith will check back in for CVCC. So Carter Gibson with 2 kills, Delaney Connor with 2, and Amber Barker with 2 here early. And the Lancers aren't going to get that over in 3 touches, so that's going to be set number 1. CVCC wins 25-9 to take a 1-0 lead here in this match for Region 10 competition. Once again, I'd like to give a big shout out to our students here at Catawba Valley Community College. You know, obviously it's been a very difficult calendar year in 2020. But 1,500 students reached either the dean's or president's list. That's pretty impressive for our student body. It means our students are getting it done in the classroom. Many of those names are in student athletics, so very excited about our athletes, what they're doing on the court. Of course, a lot of that has to do with Tisha England. She's the head coach of our women's basketball program, but she's also our academic liaison for student athletes. She does a tremendous job in helping get those students prepared, especially in this new environment where most of the classes are virtual. But want to commend all of our faculty, staff. Of course, it starts at the top with our president, Dr. Garrett Henshaw, and making sure that we have a safe campus, but also an open campus where we can provide affordable education to students in our community. So thankful to have that opportunity here at Catawba Valley Community College. So thank you once again for joining us here on the Red Hawk Network. As I said, softball earlier today with a pair of shutouts in 6 innings to improve to 5-1 on the season. Doing a tremendous job. I want to give a shout out to our crew here that helps us with our games. Daniel Travis, Jason Fulbright. They do a tremendous job in making sure we're taken care of. Also want to give a big shout out to our athletic director, Nick Schroeder, who does a tremendous job in guiding our athletic programs. He's done so much since he took over. Has guided our programs to multiple region championships. We just continue to add the national accolades. And it's so exciting being a part of Red Hawk Nation. Make sure you follow our social media platforms, twitter.com/CVCC Redhawks, facebook.com/CVCC Redhawks. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we're going live next. We're also on TikTok, CVCC Redhawks. We're on Snapchat, CVCC Redhawks. As we get ready here for set 1, looks like the Red Hawks might have serve, I believe. And they do. Amber Barker's going to have serve here to start set number 2. Red Hawks leading 1-0. CVCC going to try to improve to 5-0 in the season as Barker serves. Nice push there by Barker, trying to push that offense back, and that ball is going to go into the net. 1 point already to the Red Hawks here early in set number 2. As Barker serves it. That ball from Harris can't quite get over the net, so we're tied here 1-1 early. Back to serve the Lancers, number 8, Sarah Moore. Nice touch there by Connor, who records her 3rd kill this match. 2-1 Red Hawks. Looks like Abby Smith's going to check in. Of course, the Maiden High School product, so not right down the road here. Volleyball rich tradition there at Maiden High School. And what a block there from Delaney Connor. Goodness gracious. Sent it back. 3-1 Red Hawks. Just sails past that back line. As Emily Webster's going to serve for the Lancers. Barker to McNeil. And a really great tandem block there from Peyton Evans and Kaylee Price. As we're tied at 3. Barker sets it up for Harris. And the Lancers tried to save it but could not. 4-3 Red Hawks. Harris with a nice touch there. Caitlin Daly back to serve. As I mentioned before, she was NJCAA Defensive Player of the Week last week. Red Hawks have won that award 10 times now. 10 times in program history they've recorded a weekly award. That ball is going to hit the stick, and it's 5-3 CVCC. attack by Price there sails out of bounds. 6-3 now for the Red Hawks. Daly again on serve. Sarah Moore tried to hit that one to Peyton Evans, but just could not. 7-3 Red Hawks here in set 2. Parker with another little dip there. She's perfected it. And McNeil and Daly look at each other like, I thought that was yours. And nobody got it. 7-4. As Peyton Evans is back to serve for the Lancers. Smith to Barker to Harris. Could not get that kill. And that ball does not get it back in bounds. So 8-4 now, Red Hawks. Tried to nick the line there. Harris back to serve for CVCC. Barker sets it to McNeil. Good dig there from McNeil. Hustle play. Harris to the back row now. And a good play there from Harris. Nets CVCC's 9th point of the set. Harris will be back to serve for CVCC. Nice short play there, and Barker goes up and just slams it for her 3rd kill of the match. Barker not known really for her offensive prowess, but she is leading the team right now along with Delaney Connor in kills. 3 this set, or 3 this match, excuse me. Weaver's going to check in for Harris. Correction, I believe they signaled Barker over the net that play. I missed that. My apologies. So it was 9-5 with the Lancer server, but now 10-5 CVCC. As Carter Gibson checks back in. McNeil back to serve for CVCC. And a good ace there from the real deal, Asia McNeil. Just the second ace there for the Red Hawks. Oh, and a nice attack there. Getting to the back row is Allison Floyd for the Lancers. Have a little substitution. Lexi Sullivan's going to check in for Paige Davis. She's going to be serving. 11-6. CVCC here in set number 2. That serve goes out of bounds. 12-6. As the libero Daly comes out for the middle blocker there, Delaney Connor with Kenya Sykes up to serve. And she'll serve it right into the net. Point Lancers, 12-7. Allison Floyd back to serve. As I mentioned, Red Hawks 5-0, 4-0 in the season, trying to go to 5-0. As that ball sails just wide, 13-7. Catawba Valley, Red Hawks leading. Coach Mike Van Loo over there looking at his bench, kind of coaching up his players. It's a very difficult team to play with, the Red Hawks. Harris checked in for Weaver there with Barker serving. And some good hustle there from CVCC, but cannot get back to that ball. It's going to be 13-8. As Kaylee Price checks in for Jalea Westfield, the libero. And back to serve Sarah Moore. Barker Gibson. And a nice attack there from Gibson and another assist from Barker. It's going to be 14-8. Abby Smith going to check in for Carter Gibson. And she's going to serve. Gibson now with 3. Gibson, Connor, and Barker all with 3 kills. Good serve there from Smith. Smith to Barker. And nice fake there. I didn't know who was going to hit that ball. McNeil eventually touched it, but the Lancers did a great job of not getting faked out on that play. There was three players that could have hit that ball. I didn't know who was going to touch it, but it ended up being McNeil. McNeil to Barker. To Harris. Daly to Barker. And to McNeil in the middle of that court. Just leaps up. Lancers playing some great defense here. And finally, Red Hawks prevail for that point. 16-8. Catawba Valley. Nice attack there from Emily Webster. Records the kill. Now 16-9. As Paige Davis checks in for Lexi Sullivan. And back to serve is Webster. 16-9 here. Set number 2. Red Hawks leading 1-0. Harris with a nice touch there. And a kill there from number 18, Paige Davis. Of course, Red Hawks won first set 25-9. Trying to take this early 2-0 lead. Barker sets it with one hand. And Red Hawks finally going to break that string of points by the Lancers. 17-10. Sykes in for the libero. No, excuse me. Sykes in for Delaney Connor. And now the libero, Caitlin Daly, back to serve. Smith to Barker to Harris, who just brings the thunder. My goodness. Says, boom, get out the way. Get out the way. 18-10 Red Hawks. And nice touch there from Caitlin Daly. I had mentioned to you before that she won the NJCAA's Defensive Player of the Week last week. Showing that offensive firepower she has. Smart play there from the libero from Rutherfordton, North Carolina. And that attack there from Davis sails out. 20-10 now. Red Hawks in the lead. Nice dig there from Sykes. Oh, and that ball just sailed on Davis. She thought she had it. I thought she might have too. 21-10 now. Red Hawks. Daly serving. Hawks get the point. 22-10. Looked like CVCC might have touched that ball, but it was not called. Point goes to the Red Hawks. Daly continuing to serve here in set number 2. Sykes with a nice block there. Barker to Sykes. Barker to Harris. Lancer's going to score that point. 22-11. That's going to be a point for CVCC. 23-11. And a nice serve there. 24-11 now, Red Hawks. As Harris picks up an ace. Third for the match for CVCC. Which leaves that one short. And a nice touch there from Davis to keep her team alive. As we'll have a substitution. Lily Weaver in for Sanaya Harris. Daly to Barker. They're trying to finish this one off. McNeil tries to paint the line, did not get it. Smith serves it, digs it too. And Sykes is going to get the kill there. Just clipped that line. 25-12. Red Hawks take set number 2, and they take a 2-0 lead in this match. CVCC appearing to be on its way to 5-0, overall 3-0 in conference play. I want to remind you fans again, for all your latest news on CVCC Athletics, make sure you visit GoCVCC.com. Also, follow our social media platforms. We are on Twitter.com/CVCC Redhawks, Facebook.com/CVCC Redhawks. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel here so you know when our next live broadcast will be. Actually, our next broadcast will be on Saturday. We'll do our women's basketball game. They'll be taking on Cape Fear Community College at 1 o'clock here at the Tarlton Complex. Of course, as I'd mentioned, the Red Hawks women's basketball team off to a 3-0 start. They're 2-0 in conference play, and they are 4th in the country, moved up one spot after being ranked 5th last week. So you'll want to tune in Saturday around 1 o'clock as we prepare for another conference matchup here on the Red Hawk Network. It's the only other home game this week for our athletic programs. Everybody else on the road. Of course, good luck to our baseball program, head coach Paul Rozelle, as they start the season on Saturday against USC Union. They'll play 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday in Union, South Carolina. Also, good luck to our softball program, which travels Friday to take on Southeastern Community College in conference competition at 1 o'clock in a doubleheader. Women's basketball also on the road Wednesday as they travel to rival Lewisburg for a 5 o'clock contest. So a lot of action here in this spring season. Staying safe here in Red Hawk Nation. Got temperature scanners as you enter the buildings, wearing masks and social distancing. So doing all we can to make sure our student athletes are getting that experience of being a collegiate athlete. Most importantly, going on and getting their education and as much debt-free as possible. Of course, if you want to help impact the lives of student athletes here at Catawba Valley Community College, you can donate by visiting gocvcc.com/Hawks Heroes. You can give to athletics. You can give to a program of your choice. You can give to our general athletic fund and help our student athletes receive affordable education at little to no cost. So we're going to resume play here. CVCC already leading 2-0. Took the first set 25-9, second set 25-12. As the Lancers will be back to serve to start this third set. Back to serve will be Floyd. As the officials are checking the lineups. Daly's going to come into the game. CVCC trying to wrap up yet another win here on the volleyball court. Of course, Coach Pogue doing such a tremendous job in her first season. Redhawks trying to add to an impressive record. Before this season, they were 179-0 in region matches, 143 of those in conference, so they continue to add to that mark. That's going to be a double called on Barker. So it's going to be 1-0 Lancaster here in the third set. Barker once again she's tried that move a couple times. I think she's trying to learn to perfect it. If she can get it down, it's going to be a lethal move to stop for any defender. But the Lancers are going to take an early 2-0 lead here in set 3. Gibson's shot gets blocked there. Harris on the back row with a missile. Goodness. McNeil there with kill number 3 as the Redhawks pull within 2-1 here at the Tarlton Complex. Daly's going to set it up there. Gibson gets it over on the third attempt there for the Redhawks. And that shot there by Webster, that attack, is going to sail. So, a correction, they're going to say it was deflected. Coach Pogue disagreeing with that call. Well, she's got a smile on her face. But that is going to go to the Lancers. It's going to be 3-1. As we have Emily Webster back to serve for CVCC. And an ace there from Webster. 4-1 Lancers. CVCC trying not to drop a set. They did not in conference competition last year, but they have dropped one this season. That happened on the road against Cape Fear a few weeks ago. And another point there for Lancaster. 5-1 Lancers. CVCC in a little bit of disarray here to start set number 3. Gibson's going to get it to Barker. And another point there for the Lancers. I believe that was a kill from Evans. 6-1 Lancaster. Redhawks going to have to dig out of a hole here in set 3. And that's going to help them. Serve just goes out of bounds. 6-2. Looks like we're going to see a new face here into the Redhawk lineup. Number 1, Olivia Ramsey, going to check in. She's going to serve. Comes in for Gibson. And another point for the Lancers. Redhawks just trying to find their footing here in set 3. They cruised the first 2, but this third one, Lancers not going down without a fight. As Delaney Connor, that ball's going to go out. 8-2 now. As Coach Pogue looking at her squad, saying, play through it, work on it, figure it out. And Gibson Connor with the kill. Gets the Redhawks back on track now as Caitlin Daly will be back to serve. Redhawks going to try to battle back from being down 7 here early. And a good block there. McNeil and Sykes. Daly with another good serve there. Oh. And Lexi Sullivan for Lancaster thought she had that kill, but the Redhawks hold on and get it. Get the point there. I thought for sure that ball was going to go down, but it did not. As the Redhawk defense comes up big, and now they're within 3 of the lead. Barker to Daly. Going to get it over to McNeil. That block's going to sail out of bounds. And the comeback is on for CVCC. As the Red Hawk bench getting excited. I see a few dances over there. Starting to feel it. And the block there from Sykes and Harris is just going to sail through their hands. So it's 9-6 Lancaster. As for the Lancers, Moore is going to be back to serve. McNeil to Barker, and now to Harris. Daly with a nice save there, and she gets it over the net. Great hustle play there from Caitlin Daly. And it's going to preserve the point for CVCC. Great defense from the National Junior College Athletic Association D2 Defensive Player of the Year, Player of the Week, Caitlin Daly. We got some more fresh blood into the lineup for CVCC. Checking in is setter Kinley Killian, the St. Stephen's product. She serves. Nice serve there from Killian. And now the Redhawks now within 1. CVCC battling back here from down 7. McNeil from Killian. And now we are tied. McNeil coming to life here late. Like I had mentioned before, she's the team's leading attacker. But she only has 4 kills tonight. She is sparking these Redhawks late. Killian with a nice set to Barker. And a double there is going to give the Lancers the lead, 10-9. Tie 10-10. And now the Redhawks back in the lead, 11-10 after that missed serve. Serve error. Carter Gibson's going to check in for Ramsey. And Asia McNeil is going to be back to serve for CVCC. And an ace there from McNeil. It's McNeil's second ace of this match. 12-10 now. Neal with a nice dig there. Killian sets it for Sykes. Goodness, and that one's going to go to the top. That one went all the way to the top shelf here in the Tarlton Complex, and it is taking its time down the stairs. Probably running away from Kenya Sykes. Goodness gracious. Another kill from Sykes, and a nice assist there from Killian. Ball sails out of bounds. 14-10 now, Redhawks. Great comeback there. Fans still searching for that ball upstairs. Trying to get it back down here and play. And another ace from Asia McNeil, her third. And a timeout on the floor for the Lancers. What a comeback by CVCC. So if this match holds, that's going to up the win streak to 184 straight matches in region play. And that's going to mark 146 in conference play. It's an amazing mark that, there's no official statistic that I could find on it through the National Junior College Athletic Association, but you would have to think that it is a record, an impressive mark. I was here when it was 100-0, and we are 16 wins away from it being 200-0. Of course, got a ways to get there, but would be an impressive stat. As McNeil back to serve as we return to play here at the Tarlton Complex. McNeil to Killian to Sykes. Oh, my goodness gracious. Get out the way. Just no regard for human life there. And another ace from McNeil. It's McNeil from the serve, Sykes from the attack. Of course, Killian doing a great job of getting the ball to Sykes for the attack there. And that's going to be a service error. 17-11 now, Redhawks as substitutions. Lexi Sullivan in for Kaylee Price for Lancaster. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Red Hawk Network. Trying to improve your live game experience. And a kill there from Carter Gibson. This Red Hawk attack late just looking fierce. (18-11). CVCC, after trailing by 7, now leads by 7. And Sykes is going to serve that one into the net. As I realize my score is backwards, should be 18-12 now. CVCC, my apologies on that. Trying to multitask here. That ball's going to sail into the net. 19-12 now. Floyd's serve into the net. And we're going to have yet again another new name for the CVCC lineup. Danielle Moss checks in. Number 2. The ball sails out of bounds. Also into the lineup for CVCC, Bailey Ridzuski. Moss is serving as Redhawks lead 20-12. The ball goes into the net. As the Redhawks putting in some new faces, getting some playing experience here, building some depth. So they hope they'll get to the national tournament once again. Good attack there. And a nice finish from Connor, who picks up another kill. 21-13. Connor now with 5 kills. I have her unofficially. Red Hawk attack's been very balanced tonight, although here lately, at the very end, Kenya Sykes has been on fire. Ramsey back in, serves, sails out of bounds. Peyton Evans for the Lancers going to serve. Ramsey to Barker. It's going to go to Moss. She tries to collect a kill, does not. Unsuccessful. Daly to Barker. They're going to call a double there. Yes, I saw it as soon as it left her hand. So 21-15 now. Lancer's trying to crawl back. So Lancers, who once led by 7, are down by 6. Barker to Connor. And that's going to be a kill there from Floyd. 21-6 now. Connor just hammered that ball, and Libero Jalea Westfield, she hit the ground hard, but great defensive effort by her helped her team get the point. McNeil's going to hammer that ball, and that's going to sail out. Redhawks back now on serve, 22-16. Sykes is going to check in for Connor. As head coach Madison Pogue talks to her setter, Amber Barker, before we get that set. Ramsey to Barker. Going to set it up for Moss, and Moss is going to get the kill. Danielle Moss, the freshman from Oakboro, West Stanley product, going to collect her first kill of this match. 23-16, Redhawks. Into the net again. Is that error on that attack. And now we have set and match point for CVCC. Trying to get to 5-0 on the season. But Lancaster going to stay in it. Sullivan's going to get the point. Going to get the kill. 24-17. Sarah Moore's back to serve for the Lancers. McNeil with a nice attack there. Redhawks trying to close it out. And once again, Paige Davis is going to get the point, 24-18. Lancers trying to pull a comeback here late. Battle back from the brink of elimination in this match. Daly with a nice dig there. McNeil pushes it. And that's going to end it here. That's going to end it here. Final score. Redhawks are going to take this match 3-0. Of course, no handshakes here with COVID-19. It's bizarre to see, but both teams waving at each other. Redhawks win 3-0. They improved to 5-0 on the season. 3-0 in conference competition. As I mentioned, that's the 184th straight win in region play and the 146th in conference play. So thank you all so much for joining us here for this brief broadcast here on the Red Hawk Network. My name is Cody Dalton. I'm the Sports Information Director and Public Information Officer here at CVCC. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Saturday at 1 o'clock for the Red Hawks matchup on women's basketball. They'll take on Cape Fear here at the Tarlton Complex. So make sure to join our broadcast. Also, make sure you hit subscribe on this YouTube channel so you know when our future broadcasts are going to be taking place. So thank you again for all of your support for our athletics and our student athletes here during what is a difficult time in our world. But we appreciate your support. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for all of you. And as always, go Red Hawks.